Hey guys, I have another review for you today, and this time it's a Kershaw knife. Just get some lighting. Okay. Also, one more thing. I am using new tripod setup. It's a little crazy for me, so I'm gonna try and work around it. If the camera gets bumped a little bit, like that, because I'm pretty much under the tripod and it's a little awkward. Alright, now on to the review. Also, I'm trying to look in the viewfinder at the same time as filming this, so it's a little tricky for me, but I will get it. So today, guys, I have for you the Kershaw, comes in a little baggie, the Kershaw, what's it say here? Spec bump. The model number on this is the 1596 SW, and 1596 is the model number. SW stands for Stonewash. So, let's get on into the review. Before I start, let me just explain a little bit something about this knife. When I got this knife, it was a discontinued knife, so I got it at a good price, around $50 or so, $60. And then, now apparently it's not discontinued by Kershaw anymore. So, how I know that is, you see this little baggie of parts, Kershaw sent me that. So I contacted Kershaw and I said, guys, can you send me a couple of spring bars? Hold on a second, I have a text. And I said, can you send me a couple of spring bars? And the lady replied, she said, sorry, but this knife is discontinued. So that was the end of that. So then, eventually, I emailed them back, and I said, hey, if my Kershaw breaks, if my torsion bar breaks, what options do I have to get it fixed or replaced? And the lady said to me, oh, well, this knife is not discontinued anymore. We can send you the parts. So I sent them a parts request, and you guys know Kershaw is great with customer service. I said a couple torsion bars, some of the block pieces, yeah, so they sent me all those parts and a couple of pocket clips. So Kershaw is really great with customer service, guys. So they sent me all those torsion bars, so now if my torsion bar breaks, I'm good. So before I get into this review, I'm going to go over the first thing I want to talk about is the pocket clip, because I'll tell you. So the pocket clip on here is not a very great pocket clip. With Kershaw, it's pretty much a hit or miss with their pocket clips. This one just happens to be a miss. This one's a little bit too... Sorry guys, I have a cold. It's too shallow to actually get it onto your pants, so you know that makes it a little bit harder to put on. It's only tip down, and so it's not really that great for carrying. So the pocket clip is pretty much garbage. So that's why I don't use the pocket clip on this knife, which is why I wanted to get that over with first so that I could take it off. Alright, and there are your screws. Let's get that out of the way. Torx wrench. Okay, so this is the Kershaw Spec Bump Stonewash blade. Blade steel is S30V, and model number again is 1596 SW. The SW stands for Stonewashed. So the blade length is 3 5/8 inches. Closed the knife is 4 5/16 inches. And weight coming in at 5.2 ounces. So it's a pretty heavy knife, so you're not really going to want to carry it with you. That's why I took the pocket clip off. It's a really fun knife to play with too. That's a great thing. It's just a fun knife to play with. Okay. Deployment, fast. It's the Speed Safe, Ken Onion Speed Safe, so it's assisted opening. You got tight lockup, up, down, left, right. The lock on here is, I don't remember what they call it. It might be like their thumb stud lock or something. But let me explain to you guys how this works. Let me tilt the tripod down. So basically what you have here is you have the thumb stud on the blade, and there's this groove cut out for the thumb stud, and here you have a spring that allows you to move the thumb stud forward and backward. And on this thumb stud you have a hexagonal design. Sorry guys. And so when you open the knife up, there's this groove right here in the back of the handle, and the thumb stud comes up and it locks right into place. The hexagonal, the flat parts of the hexagon lock onto the metal liners of the knife, and it really is quite sturdy. I haven't had any lock failure problems, anything like that. Although when I first got it, it was a little bit sticky, and I couldn't always get the lock to disengage with just my hands. Sometimes I needed to put a screwdriver in there, but now it works just fine. So that's an excellent lock. And the reason the knife stays in rather than just coming and flopping out is because of the torsion bar. The way it works is it keeps pressure on it so that it stays in, because I opened this knife up and I took the torsion bar out, and without the torsion bar it just flops around like crazy. So it's got good retention. It stays in the handle unless you actually push on it. Also, because it's a speed safe knife, it comes with, get a close up, this little lock here, this little sliding, and this little sliding lock, so that it keep it from accidentally opening. And when that lock is in, you can't open the knife. You can, because this isn't, it's just a mechanical device that can fail, which is basically what any safety is. You can override it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but you can override the safety. So the safety works. It's not necessary because the knife is well designed. Handle material. We have a G10 handle material. It's got this interesting, I think it's milled G10. It's got this interesting G10 design. It's got this interesting design in the G10. It's makes pretty grippy. Speaking of grippy, we have some fake jimping here along the spine. It's not, doesn't help anything. Well, it's not necessary because this isn't really an EDC knife per se. The blade shape is very interesting because it's got these swerves on the blade, so I don't know. I haven't used the blade because I don't want to sharpen it, because with my Lansky sharpening system, one of the problems that I saw, or I thought about, is, let me get a stone out here for you guys. Here's a stone. It's hard to sharpen this recurve because the stone is a square, so you can't get into all the angles. I guess you could, but it'd be pretty hard to do. So I don't look forward to sharpening this in the near future if need be. One other, let's do comparison. Hold on, let me find, where is it? Sorry guys. There it is. Alright, sorry guys, I had to find a $20 bill that I put in the book to get it flat for the review. Oh, oops, sorry about bumping the camera. Okay, so let's compare this knife size. This is a rather large knife. I think it comes in at 9 inches or so. So here it is on a $20 bill. Standard 20. Okay. And let me move the camera down a little bit. And for my international viewers, I have a large Sharpie marker, the chisel tip kind. And so that's a comparison. That's how big the knife is. So it's a rather large knife, maybe not so people friendly for EDC. Great knife, but it's a nice knife, you know, it's fun to play with. Here's the blade compared to the 20. 20 is bigger than the blade, but the knife overall is larger. Side to side, it's bigger. So this is a pretty big knife, and it's pretty heavy. So it's really a nice collector's, maybe not collector's item, but one of the things that really turned me on to the purchase. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, it comes with this little cheap case, not cheap, but this little case with a faux sheepskin, or sheep fur, wool, whatever, lining, and it comes with some of the nicer knives, so that's not a big deal. One of the things that sold me was, right here, we see the blade steel is S30V, and so I've never owned an S30V blade steel knife before, so I figured this would be my first one. And also, you get G10 handles. So this is my first knife with G10 handles. For me, it's not that big a deal. I don't get what all the fuss is about. It kind of feels like a really dry material. It's like a, it feels drier and more coarse. It's not a bad feeling. It's just a little bit more grippy, I guess you could say. And so an S30V blade and G10 handle for around $50–$60. So that was the big selling point for me. Also, it comes with Kershaw's amazing warranty. So anytime I need a new part, or it breaks and I can't fix it, I can just send it back to Kershaw. And I've had great experiences with Kershaw. So, guys, that's my review of the Kershaw Spec Bump. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.